Hey rugby fans, hope you're all okay, hope you're safe, sound, happy and healthy with this current situation that we are still in. Once again, just as a reminder for anyone out there who does feel isolated, alone, we are here at the Women's Rugby Show. We're happy to have a chat with you. And well, what can I say? There is a lot to talk about. We haven't done a video since before the announcement that the season has been declared null and void by the RFU, England Rugby. And there's been a major announcement today that the TWRS Premier 15s have been decided. The new league with all the teams have been announced today for the 2021 season. And the team, if you haven't seen it, well, just to run through the teams that have been accepted into the league. We've got Bristol Bears women, DMP Durham Sharks. They were DMP Sharks. Exeter Chiefs women, they're a new team. Gloucester Hartpury women, Harlequins women, Loughborough Lightning, Sale Sharks women, another new team, Saracens women, Wasps FC ladies and Worcester Warriors women. Now, as you probably guessed, there are two teams that have missed out on the re-tendering process. They are Furwood Waterloo women and Richmond women. We did a video a few months back after the re-tendering announcement, and there was some questions over who was going to stay in, who was going to unfortunately lose out, and it now has been confirmed that Furwood and Richmond are those two clubs. It is a shame. If you're looking back over the results over the last couple of seasons, I think Furwood, sadly to say, was quite an obvious one. They haven't really hit the heights of some of the other clubs in the Premier 15s. And what will happen now is it looks like that any players that are good enough that will go over to Sale Sharks women will do so. They produced some good talent forward over the years, especially the likes of Sarah Beckett, who she put an emotional post out on her social media. She's been with the club since she was a young girl. But yes, sadly, it was quite an obvious one for them. They just haven't produced the results. They obviously haven't got that foundation to build upon as other clubs do, and they miss out. Sale Sharks, obviously, they're going to have some kind of tie-in surely with the men's team, and it's good to have a team up in the northwest of the country still. Bit of a less surprising one, but still quite a shock to see Richmond go. They have a rich history in the women's game. They've won cups, they've won titles, they've won shields over the years, and they really were one of the dominant clubs of the women's rugby era. So it is a shame to see them go. Personally, from a women's rugby show point of view, we've always been treated with the greatest respect by both clubs, but for us going to Richmond regularly, their staff, their players, their coaching team, their fans, everyone has been fantastic, and it is a real shame to see them out of the league. The question now is, what is going to happen with some of those players, along with the announcements today about what the league format was going to look like for the next 3 years, let's not forget. So these 10 clubs in the TWRS Premier 15s are not going anywhere. But it's also interesting to know that they have abolished the Development League. This was announced a few weeks back, and it's now up to the clubs to decide what they want to do about a Development League, which seems utterly ridiculous. But what's happening is you've got clubs which have got 40, 50, 60 players on their books, and they're now having to work out what they're going to do with these players. The fact is, either they're going to go to other clubs, which isn't really that easy unless they're going to be dropping down a level, or they try and form some kind of development league. Now, if you look at Richmond, you've got a group of players there that have played at a high level in the TWRS Premier 15s. There are players there which are good enough to remain in that league. So what's going to happen to them if they go to one of the other London clubs, whether it be Wasps or Harlequins or Saracens? They already have a large squad, all of them. And they've got really good setups as well. So it does seem a little bit odd, but it's a question that I guess We will find out what's going to happen in the coming months. If you look at the other clubs that have passed that tendering process, congratulations to DMP Sharks, or DMP Durham Sharks, as they've now got that tie-in with Durham University. They've had a really good season. I think one of the reasons why they stayed in the TP15s for the next 3 years is because of that development with that link up with Durham University, but also I feel that they've signed a number of players in the summer. Their coaching setup is getting better and better. They've obviously got Justin Loveridge, who hopefully he'll stay, but the likes of Tamara Taylor as well. She's developed into that player coach role. So hopefully they've got some really talented players as well, and it's seen them move up to 6th in the Premier 15s. Another club, it was good to see, Worcester Warriors women. They've not had a great stint in the TP15s. They've lost quite a few games, but you could see that now that Jo Yap was on board, she's progressed them, and she's hopefully gonna, now for them, that's a corner that's been turned for them. They've got great setup, they've got fantastic facilities. So again, hopefully another one that can go from strength to strength. The clubs that have come in, Exeter Chiefs women, no surprise. Susie Appleby has gone over from Gloucester Hartbury, and she, as we know, she is a top class coach, and I'm sure she has already got lots of plans in place. She's probably already started her prep for the new season, so it'll be interesting to see who joins there. There's one or two names who I think may be cropping up, who perhaps live over in the West Country, who potentially could be playing for Exeter Chiefs already. And let's see if they actually do play in the TP15s. And again, Sale Sharks women, we already touched upon, a team in the Northwest. Shame for those that have missed out, the likes of Newcastle Falcons. They were proposing a women's team, and also a team up in Leeds. I'm sure there's a couple of others as well. So very interesting to see, very exciting. Be interesting to know your thoughts as well, especially with the previous season being declared null and void. And can I just say, for the record, the Women's Rugby Show does not count it being null and void for us. It still happened for us. All those tries, all those points, all those wins and losses, they still counted. But it'd be interesting to know your thoughts. The teams that basically were going through that re-tendering process, they didn't have an opportunity to put their case forward for the second half of the season. So what are your thoughts about the clubs that have come into the league? What are your thoughts about the clubs that unfortunately have been kicked out? Be great to know your thoughts. Please do leave comments below. And as usual, like this video, subscribe to the Women's Rugby Show, follow us across social media, and tell everyone that you know about the Women's Rugby Show. And of course, do stay inside, do stay safe, and we look forward to discussing more and more about this new TWRS Premier 15s 2020-2021 season. See you soon, folks. Bye.